Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Do We Know Them, episode 212, the third episode I'm forcing Lily to talk about Ashley Trevino. Why did I say her name like that? Ash Trevino.
I was going to say, he's really struggled there. Do you not want to talk about it either? Because we could switch topics.
Okay, I was just telling... No, we can't. We actually can't. Too much work has been put into this. But also, I was just telling Lily that I was having a really rough day because my kids have been... interesting. It has been just a fun day and I have lost my mind. So anyway, it's interesting that I can have such a hard day and then just sit down and talk about Ash Trevino for 3 hours. And it's like,
it's a good way to distract yourself.
It surprisingly doesn't ruin me. Like it actually kind of helps a little bit. And that's weird and I'm concerned.
It makes you feel better about your life.
It's like watching those hoarders shows where you're like, okay, I'm not that messy.
Oh my God.
Like, come on. I know that's like a mental, I'm not trying to like, okay,
yeah,
whatever.
No, I get it. Anyway. And also this morning we found out that Ash Trevino actually brought us some good fortune.
Apparently she did. Well, we don't know if she brought it to us. We just know
That's true. That's just what
those
made it
collided.
vocalized. Apparently Holly Madison watches the show. I don't know if she regularly watches or she was just watching the Ash Trevino episodes, which like, I mean, go off, queen.
I kind of love that. I like thinking just that. That would be funny.
Either way, Holly Madison, if you're watching, hi, thanks.
Hey, girl. Literally, I should not have been watching you in high school, but I did, and you slayed so hard, and I was a huge fan of you, embarrassingly, and like, well, not embarrassingly. I always say that when I'm a huge fan of someone. I'm like, I'm embarrassed to be, but like, no, I was a huge fan of Holly Madison.
It feels like very like millennial, like, oh, wow, really? You know who we are.
No, Holly Madison to me is like on par with like if Nicole Richie or Paris Hilton like said they watched the podcast.
Oh, I would lose my shit if they, yeah.
Right?
No.
Like I just
even
felt
this morning,
like, oh my God.
I got a text from our researcher and that's how I found out because she, well, should we just play what she posted?
Can we? Because is the new song copyrighted? If we get copyrighted for that, I'll lose my fucking mind.
Do you want to sing it?
Okay, actually I could, because Ask Fucking Alex, that's all that has been repeating in my brain and it has haunted me. Every time we're playing, I'm like, you want to know how it smells? Santos, you know it smell well.
Now,
like,
knowing
no,
like the lore and who she is and everything about it, it's like, I can't imagine what other people think if they ever just like casually come across someone talking about it.
Or like if the aliens invaded us and all they saw was that. I think about that sometimes. Also, she just like, that sentence is diabolical. He knows it smells well.
It doesn't even.
I know a rhyme is a rhyme, but that was just diabolical.
A lot. But anyway, so Holly Madison posted a video of that song, but it's also her with the Ash Trevino face filter on. And then the caption is just like, I only know about this from the Do We Know Them pod.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I literally was just flabbergasted.
Disbelief.
And yeah, it makes me wonder how many famous people watch our podcast. Come on.
I know, it's like, you don't even have to be public about it if you're embarrassed. Like, just tell us.
Just DM us.
Yeah.
Okay, but then tell us also that you don't want us to tell everyone because
because otherwise we will like tell right now.
Can we just play it cool? Fuck, man. We're like, what is that? We're fangirling too hard.
Okay.
We need to play it cool.
I feel like
Holly, no big deal. If you're ever around, let's go grab some coffee, girl. Come
I feel
on.
like we're usually just very self-conscious and like just assume everyone hates us. So it's always a nice treat when someone likes us, but then also when it's like, oh my God, Holly Madison likes us. Well, actually, she didn't even say that. She just said she found out. So
I was about to say, whoa, partner. She didn't say she liked us.
myself.
She just said she found out about Ash Trevino through us, which could very much mean she hates us.
Yes.
Anyway.
I apologized in her comments. But yeah, we just wanted to dedicate today's episode to you, Holly Madison.
It's literally serendipitous. How could we not? Because we are going to cover Ashley Trevino. And yes, I've heard the hoopla about it. People don't want to see anything else on her. To which I say, I do not care. I don't care.
It's a very mixed review, though. I feel like people say they don't, but it's like a car crash. You can't look away.
Okay, see, I'm hoping it's that. No, seriously, I hope it's not like a negative experience watching this. I do think that this one is a little bit less heavy than the last one we covered, because the last one we covered involved her kids a lot, and I did see a lot of comments of people feeling like triggered by their own mothers who have had similar behavior, and I feel horrible that would elicit that response. But
this one's more about like laughing at the ridiculousness of her.
This one is more literally being like,
what the fuck
are you doing, Ashley Trevino? Like, it's not so much with her kids. There is one thing that I'm basically just going to explain to you what happened. I'm not even going to show you. That does involve her kids. And then obviously the overlooming aspect of she has kids and is doing all of this. That, is a thing as well. But anyway, shall we begin? We do have a very small topic at the end, which is an update on that Australian mom who poisoned her daughter because she was arrested. And now there's like it pisses me off because there's footage, but they blurred her face. And I'm like, unblur it, please. Thank you. She doesn't deserve that dignity.
Not really looking forward to that, but I'm glad that she got arrested.
It's kind of like a really horrible situation, but also kind of positive because it's a good outcome. And we're just going to touch on that super quick, read from the article and call it a day. But first, Ashley Trevino.
Why do you keep calling her Ashley?
Guys, well, that is her government name. Actually, she says it's not. She says she has like 6 last names. I don't know. I'm also pretty sure she's committing some sort of fraud with the government, but that's neither here nor there, and we don't have time to cover that.
Okay.
Actually, our researcher was messaging me like, girl, you know she is not going to pay taxes on that money she gets on the live. I'm like, oh, absolutely not. Like, she is literally never going to pay taxes on that. She's just going to run and run and run until they get her.
She's not a real person.
Unfortunately, she is. And there are several people we're going to cover that are like, no, you're not. You're not an actual person. Come on, you're joking. And one of them, his name is D. Kane. Literally, listen to the names of the people we're covering right now. D. Kane.
Something tells me that's not his government name.
You know, I don't think it is. D. Kane, Chairs, I think with a Z, or it could just be Chairs with an S.
Like chairs, like the furniture?
Like what we're sitting on. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, okay. That's the one that Ashley was aggressively trying to have sex with, and it's very hard watch. And guess why he's called Chairs?
I really have no idea.
Because supposedly he's a barber. And I'm like, that's not giving at all. Like, you sit in a chair when you come to me, so I'm Chairs.
You sit in a chair when you do a lot of things. That's not.
Yeah, it's definitely, they're an interesting bunch. And when you look at the characters we're dealing with, how could what has happened not happen? And that involves multiple arrests. We're going to get into the whole thing. But first we need to start at like kind of where we left off at, not all the way, okay? Because honestly, I am not joking when I say there is a viral clip or something that goes viral about this woman every single time she goes live, which is every single day. From her doing laundry and like showing her shit stained panties to her allegedly farting, like getting off camera to fart.
Hold on, guys.
It's a lot. There's a lot.
See, one of the things about her that it's crazy is like, yeah, I know she's like being really extra because she wants to go viral and stuff, but I think a lot of the stuff she goes viral for, she's not trying.
No, that's I think why she goes viral so much.
Just
she is
her.
Literally the character of Ash Trevino. That is Ash Trevino. Like that's why people are so kind of fascinated with her, because she's a 30-something-year-old woman, I think she's 35, and has 2 children that are almost adults. Okay, they're like 15 and 17, and acts like a fucking 12-year-old. And people are just like, okay, obviously some emotional stunting happened here. That's what we've talked about every single time we've covered her. But it still doesn't explain what we're seeing. Like her personality is so bizarre that it's like, I mean, it's just fascinating. There's no other way I could put it than I am embarrassingly fascinated. I will say I still do not watch her lives anymore, and I only see her on my For You page, and the clips that like even we're gonna show are just clips that came up on my For You page and have been presented to me.
Claymation reenactments of them.
No, I haven't seen one of those in a hot minute, but there's just it's a lot there. Anyway, okay, so really quickly
I do have a question before we get started. How much is Santos involved in this? If you missed it, Santos was the 19-year-old that she went on a date with last time.
Well, unfortunately for everyone, he's quite involved in this because he and Ash are a bit of like twin flames. You familiar with that? It's like we're bad for each other, but we're also made for each other. But also he would never touch her, and it's very weird, and I don't even know what their relationship is.
Well, the reason I ask is because should I bring up the information, because we're not going to go through and put clips because we'll get demonetized and stuff, but should I reference the information that I happened upon after filming last time?
Me trying to remember what the fuck you're talking about. I don't remember. What was it?
Well, you had told me that there was like allegations of him
SA.
Not only are there pretty substantial claims, you could say. It's not one person, it's like several. I don't even know how I would organize all of the stuff that I was finding, and it's a lot of like recordings and stuff too. But as if that wasn't bad enough, there was a recording where it's like him threatening one of the girls that I think was like trying to like out him for, like she was trying to expose that he had done the essay. It was a recording that I listened to. It was way too long, and I can't believe I kept listening to it, but it was like him basically like threatening, like he said he like put a hit out on her and was like threatening to kill this woman and like threatened to kill her cat, and like
Lena
it was
Skeppy?
Just the craziest shit ever.
What are you talking? What? First of all, I mean, first, second, third of all, I have a lot of thoughts. One, yes, I did know about the essay allegations. I think after we filmed, when you found that, I was like, I had heard whisperings of it, but I didn't know the specifics.
It wasn't recently. It was like a year or 2 ago.
Right.
What I was looking at was a girl's story that just like went through a ton of stuff, and it was like really overwhelming, hard to follow, didn't really understand. But it seemed like there was a lot of legitimacy to all of it, but it's still alleged for legal purposes.
Yeah. And as far as him like doing the threatening, we're going to see some of that behavior here. He is Leo Skeppy adjacent, but not quite even close to as terrifying as Leo Skeppy because of just his aura. You know, it's not giving mafia boss. It's not giving a Chapo.
It gives kind of like he's more talk than he is anything else.
It kind of gives he's just on too much cocaine and is like really acting out. Yeah. He says he runs San Antonio. And I'm like, somehow I doubt that. He is quite involved in this. And even the SA aspect is kind of involved in this because the first little bit that happened that I would say is like a relevant thing we need to talk about is the Airbnb situation with her, Miss Goldie. What's that other girl's name?
Miss Goldie. That's not the hair girl, right?
Oh my God. Not the overtone hair. Yeah, that's the completely different people.
Okay, different. Got it.
But she is the one that put extensions on Ash. She is the one that did that. So that's what I thought you meant.
Stop.
Yeah.
wait. The overtone hairdresser was?
No. Oh my God, no. Miss Gold, the one we're talking about right now.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, the universes are colliding.
No. I thought you were just surprised that there was a hair aspect to both of them. But no. So Miss Gold is like...
Miss Gold or Goldie?
I think she goes by both, bro. I don't fucking know, but she definitely goes by Miss Gold, okay? For sure. Anyway, Miss Gold. There's a lot of non-names here, okay? I literally don't know anyone's names, like their actual names. But Miss Gold is a rapper that got friendly with Ash, and like everything that happens in Ash's life, that blew up and that didn't work out because Ash cannot maintain a real friendship and she cannot make a real human connection that is worth a fucking damn.
Except with her Tia.
No, they had a falling out too.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Literally, I don't know who it was that was related to the Tia, but like they even posted TikToks and like the Tia's spouse came out and was just basically like, we want nothing to do with that lady ever again. And that was the first time they had met. And that is literally what tracks with Ash every single fucking time. By the way, this is going up on Monday and TikTok might be gone by now. Actually, so if it is, goodbye, Ashley Trevino.
Okay, I did hear though the ban is being like enforced on Monday, yeah?
No, so it's actually not, and it's looking to be extended, but the rumors are, and I don't know if I have my tinfoil hat on, but this seems to be confirmed by the 2 TikToks I saw with no sources, that allegedly TikTok's going dark for a few weeks for everyone in the US, purposefully, like intentionally, and then on the screen is going to be like, call your Congress people or something, and it's just going to be like to get people to, I don't know.
Because what I heard was that yes, there's a date in place that the ban is like enforced, but all that is going to do is make it so you can't update or download the app moving forward, but that it wouldn't affect, like you can still watch it, you can still post on it if you have it, but that eventually it'll become dated so you can't use it anymore.
Correct. Yeah. No, that is the actual ban, but I even think they were going to extend that another 100 something days. But TikTok was like, no, fuck you. And then supposedly they're doing, I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying, if TikTok's not here when you're watching this, this is our tribute to Ash Trevino. This is like her floating down the river. Whatever those like
I wonder if she'll be
Viking
able to
funerals
convert
are.
her audience over to Instagram.
I just don't think well, actually, I think that's where she showed her nipple. I have to look into, I don't remember. Anyway, okay, neither here nor there. So Miss Gold is a rapper. She's also someone that gets on live a lot, whatever. Her and another girl started hanging out with Ash, and Ash presented this as like, oh my God, like they're like my real friends, like they're amazing, whatever. She talked about them like they hung the fucking moon and she loved them. Okay, quickly turned sour because she pushes it too far every time. So Ash said, I will rent an Airbnb because she was supposed to host at a nightclub in Dallas. I'm pretty sure it was Dallas. And because of the quote unquote haters, that got taken away from her. Much like any opportunity she's ever given that goes public, people like will contact them and be like, do you know who you have at your club? And then show them probably a video of her. But I don't know, probably a video of her nipple.
Why did they even get her to begin with?
Like, oh, that's not super surprising. I feel like clubs maybe don't even do a lot of research. It's more so like, damn, this person's got a lot of hype on social media. And especially after she did the date with Santos and they went to that restaurant and everybody was talking about that restaurant, good or bad, they went there, they showed up.
But that's the thing. It's like, I feel like it doesn't feel like they would care that she has negative stuff. Like, I feel like they wouldn't cancel on her. Like nightclubs, I feel like are pretty.
I don't know what people did or
the
said,
bar's
but
not
that got canceled and she was fucking pissed about that. And she had already said that she had invited her friends, Miss Gold and this other girl who fuck my life. I will put her username up here. I don't remember her name because her and this other girl, Vale, they seem like the same people to me and they're not, and it confuses me. Anyway, so she, of course, she has to say it because she's not the type of person that could just like pay for her friends and not tell the entire world. So she let them know that she was going to get the Airbnb, and she told everybody that I'm going to get the Airbnb and all they have to do is bring the food.
That I'm gonna have for this weekend. I'm gonna have it from Friday to Monday. So I'll check out Monday. It's expensive, but I'm gonna pay for it. It's 4-bedroom, I think, but I'm gonna pay for it. And I told the girls they don't gotta pay for it the 2 girls that are going to stay with me. I said, just buy the food and the drinks for the house. So I'll pay for the Airbnb though. Because they're coming with me to my and she lives 3 hours away. So I told him, I'll pay for the whole house. Just buy the stuff for the house. And we're good. Because they're actually doing me the favor, you know. They're spending time with me. They're taking the time out of their weekend to be with me. So I'm not alone.
So then they went. And I shit you not. By the way, also, Ash's kids came. So that's a whole other aspect to it. Her kids, her 2 daughters went there.
How old are these other people? Do we know? Like generally?
They're in their 20s, early 20s, I would say. But everybody she hangs around is young as fuck.
Literally, she's like, I'm her age, basically. Like, I turned 35 in a few months.
Everything we're going to cover in this episode, please just visualize, you know that movie, the Mom movie with what's her name, that she's like old and wants to party with everyone, but she's secretly this fucking freak who's like hurting them, or does she kill them?
Ma?
I don't even know.
No, yeah, because I did remember I did an ad campaign and actually won an award because it was so good, I guess.
Your ad campaign won an award?
Yeah.
For
like
Mom?
I didn't win it. Yeah, because we got to meet her and it was like this whole thing where we like acted out. It was me, Vivian, and Drew from Clever, and then Landon Moss. I don't know how he got lumped in with the 3 of us. We were basically like acting out the plot of the movie where it's like, oh my God, we met this lady and she keeps texting us, and we would show the text and stuff, but then it was like Octavia Spencer, and we got to meet her.
Oh my God. Oh, that's actually a
and
really
they did this
cool
huge party
idea.
at like a house in LA, and it was like Ma's party reenacted, and it was really
okay,
cool.
Well that, I'm glad you're familiar with it, because just replace Ma with Ash Trevino. And that's pretty much what we're dealing with here.
And why is she feeding you?
He's a big baby. Why are you worried about him?
I know I said that she's emotionally stunted. Great, whatever. But she still is the age that she is, and it doesn't matter how young you feel, girly pop. You can't act this way. Okay, so we're gonna get into that in a second. But she brought her kids with her to this place.
I mean, they're closer in age than she is.
The kids with the people she's hanging out with? I know, it's ridiculous. Pretty much the entire time, which I think is over the course of a weekend, they were pretty much in their room. Like, they didn't really come out. And it came out afterwards. This is alleged, but also there's proof that Ash was doing cocaine the entire fucking time.
When you say everyone was in their rooms, everyone or like the daughters?
No, the daughters. And then they were just hanging out because they really weren't in the live much. So people, you know, they deduce that they were just in their room. And also, you just didn't hear them ever. But anyway, the other girls, after all of this happened, and they had a whole weekend with a shit ton of drama, obviously, came out and showed pictures of like the table at the Airbnb with a line of coke on it. And then literally said like, Ash was doing coke nonstop. So there's multiple videos. There's one that she is doing something that people say is associated with cocaine, and I'm not familiar. So Lily, weigh in here. Not it coming up every episode.
I was gonna say that's weird that we just talked about this. But also when we covered her the last time, there's a clip. It was when Santos was at her house and she like is on live and then she leaves the room and then you hear them kind of not arguing, but like almost like bickering in the hallway. And people say that they can hear like basically he wanted more coke and she was like, I'll get us some. And honestly, I, again, spent way too long trying to clean up the audio and see what they were saying, but I couldn't figure it out. But with those nails, I mean...
We don't even need evidence after this because both her and Santos, allegedly, but like, they're both on fucking coke, like aggressively. And so for her, she did something where I guess like when you sniff cocaine, I don't know, it like drips, like the flavor drips into your throat. It makes you like... You know?
Yeah. That's actually why I don't like snorting things. The nasal drip is real bad.
Okay, so she has that and then like literally had to run to the bathroom to throw up kind of thing.
Like, you good? I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna come save you.
By the way, I wouldn't recommend coke anyway. That is especially why I don't like like, should we include these? It feels like I'm old enough now that it's like, oh, back in the day when I was young.
I have never had an interest in trying anything like that, but you know.
I never did. It was just that I was at ASU and people did it. I really didn't even see it that much when I was at school. I know a lot of people did it, but like, I guess since I wasn't, it wasn't around me. I literally think I tried once and it was because I thought people were smoking in a room and they weren't.
You know what's crazy? And I honestly thought I'd never say the actual sentence on the internet, but the only time I've ever seen cocaine in person was when David Dobrik handed it to me on a plate. and literally was just like, here you go. And I was like, what is that? I'm going home.
One of the first times I ever saw it at a party was also a different time from when I actually tried it. I saw my neighbors, their door was like shut, and I was like, ooh, they must be smoking, because that's always what I thought. And I go in, I think people that do it are so casual about it.
It's scary. Like, why are you handing me a plate? Like, what gave you the indication that I would want to be involved in this? I was literally there like drinking
I don't have
a beer.
permission slip for this.
Yeah, it was very alarming, and I legitimately went home. Anyway, I will hopefully have already inserted the video of her gagging because I couldn't find it right now. But moving on, a lot of shit happened that weekend, including Ash and Goldie sitting together on live. Okay, think the angle's like 5 feet away from them. So it's not even like they're trying to involve the live, but yet the live is like a hidden camera. Like, what is the vibe here? I'm so confused. And then you hear Goldie talking to Ash about Santos essaying her.
Wee woo, misinformation police here. It seems Jessie has committed an infraction. Ms. Goldie was not talking about her own experience with Santos. She was talking about his allegations as a whole. So scratch what Jessie just said, per usual.
And then Ash says, he did that to me. He pushed my head down and told me to, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He did that to me. He did that, and then I told him that way he made me do it the other day. Like, no, but I'm telling you what the truth is. Like, no, I know the truth. I know the truth. Yeah, I know the truth. And he does that. And I felt so pinched. Bro, I promise. Because he was like, no, you're gonna do it right now. Like, and he like came and put it in my mouth.
I heard that one. I saw that one. I didn't see the beginning of it. But
yeah, so it was Goldie sharing that and then basically Ash confirming that. So then Santos crashes out after that for a bit. And then that was a whole fight because he thinks he could tell people when to live stream, when not to live stream. So you are 19 fucking years old. I will flick you away like the roach you are. What are you talking about? He literally thinks he runs the world.
And he's also the one that like is live streaming when they're like having private phone calls and stuff.
Oh yeah, literally I have one right now where his mom is calling him. Like, why do I have that? That doesn't make any sense. So anyway, the reason why I'm speeding past this is because that was kind of a long time ago and really kind of old news. We're talking currently about her newest Airbnb disaster. So, you know, that was her last one, which was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to say that was right after we had covered her.
Yes. And Ash, during that trip, pretended for a hot minute that she was done with Santos pretty much. Like she was not fucking with him. I guess she was like banding with Goldie and them. That changed really quickly after she got home. Anyway, long story short, she doesn't talk to any of the girls of that trip.
She still talks to Santos.
She still talks to Santos, of course, because she badly wants to fuck him and he just will not give. But also, color me fucking surprised when she starts stealing Goldie's laugh. She just starts laughing like her. Which is a theme. Okay, this is an actual theme with Ash. She did this, I don't know if she did the laugh with Heartbreaky, but Heartbreaky was her original friend that she would go live with all the time. They had a falling out as soon as they met each other in real life. That's the one whose kid told her that she stunk, remember? She needed a shower.
Disney.
Then we have Jefa, who she also tries to imitate Jefa's laugh.
Clear the cut.
I'm just kidding.
But then she copied Goldie's and it's the most noticeable shift. Ash has this super obnoxious loud laugh and Goldie has this like like that kind of laugh, which is like very fucking different. And check this out.
Want to be my myself, you know what I mean? Bro, just kidding. I said I can't see. Let me put my glasses on.
Oh my god, that sounds like a fucking like Halloween sound effect.
Literally, they've made Halloween like edits with her like coming towards you like ha ha ha.
Boy.
Big difference, no?
Okay, no, but really that first one sounds like a witch cackle.
No, all her laughs, her genuine laughs, and it's so funny because, oh my god, I have to put it in here. I have to find the clip. She's eating at like lunch with all the people from the Airbnb, and she had been doing the Miss Gold laugh like the entire time, like whatever. So one time, I guess she like genuinely laughed too much, and it came out, and she was like, and one of them said, "Ew, why did you laugh like that?"
I know. Like what? Why you laughing? I didn't say.
Well, it seems like it's very much her trying to stifle, like, oh, I don't think it's that funny.
I'm a little girl. Yeah, but it's also very much she is like giving single white female, and every time she gets close to a female friend, she copies them. She got the same slides that Miss Gold had. She did a lot of the same things that Heartbreaky did. She copies Hef all the time. It is giving scary, and I have to say that because like Heartbreaky, honestly, a lot of people have opinions on her. What I will say is I do think she's funny, and I do believe her when she says, she's like, the second Ash walked into my home, she looked at me, she's like, wow, nice home. And like, it just gave envious, nasty fucking energy. She's like, from then, I basically knew I couldn't be friends with her. That I totally see from Ash. And there's a few examples here.
She's so all over the place. It seems like she doesn't really have her own personality. Like she doesn't, I mean, she does, we've seen it, but like that she doesn't know really who she is or who she wants to be. So she kind of is just like clinging on to anyone that gives her attention because
I think that that's giving her some leeway there in the sense that like what I really think it is that she does have her personality. She's just seen that everyone hates it. And it's always been that way, whether it's her family or the entire internet or everyone in her town. She's always been hated by everyone.
Well, I think it's that she wants to be liked. So
adapt.
When she meets someone and she likes them, she's like, oh, I wish I could be like that because then people would like me. But it comes down to like, she doesn't really know who she is. So she's willing to kind of go all over the place to get there.
Yeah, 100%. But she also doesn't like anyone. Like everybody that she meets that even would want good for her. Because like Miss Gold is a good example. I don't know much about her, but every time I saw her interact with Ash, like she was like doing her makeup or like she was just very sweet with Ash.
I bet you it's like the second they voice any kind of like objection to any of her behavior, she probably is like, oh, fuck this.
Probably. Or the second they try to have a real relationship, I don't think she knows what that looks like because she doesn't even have that with her daughters. So if you don't have that with the people you brought onto this earth, I really don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't know that you're capable of that. So anyway, the reason why I sped through that is because we have a lot to cover on her most recent little Airbnb shenanigans. Oh my God. Okay, so this collides a few worlds, okay? Because she got together with a bunch of people from live streaming, which just is a mess.
Where are these Airbnbs? Like, are they going places or is it like...
They're going around Texas.
Is it like far from where she lives or they just like want to be
so
together?
She lives in Ennis, Texas, and she went to Dallas. I think that that's maybe like less than an hour away. I don't know 100%. And then I think San Antonio is a little bit further because like Texas is huge technically. So like maybe it was like a home away from home type of situation. Like I just went to a cabin that was 2 hours away and it felt like I was completely somewhere else.
Kind of like a little staycation situation.
Exactly. Yeah. But this was something because it involves, do you know who 2K is?
What do you think?
Oh my God. I don't even know how to begin to. I wish
like
I could just put my brain in your brain
at this point.
I wish I was. I really do. But 2K is cool. He's all right. So 2K is a live creator. He was a barber. I don't know his real name. And we've actually been requested to cover him for a very long time because he had a baby with someone called Brie Olson. And she is a very polarizing person because she basically not only has said and done a ton of shit that's problematic, but like she lost custody of her son. And like any chance that she gets, she goes on live and basically shows why she's not a good mother.
So she's like exactly like Ash.
Literally. Okay, so she's at this Airbnb with Ash. She's one of the people there.
That makes sense.
And wouldn't you know it, this is actually crazy. Imagine a judge to grant this. It's actually crazy. 7 days a month, she gets Winter, her son. And she lives in LA and her son lives in Texas. So when she goes to Texas, instead of seeing her son, or like maybe she couldn't because of the custody arrangement, but like I think I would fight for that and just be like, hey, like, can I have my 7 days? Like now I'm here in Texas, whatever. No, she goes out with Ash and just gets fucked up and probably does a ton of cocaine. And they make fun of how they're both bad moms on live.
Bad Moms Club. Bad Moms Club, bro. Bad Moms Club. DJ, what is that, man? Nothing. If you know, you know. But our kids are taken care of. Yeah. I'm sorry, I have parents that love my kids and will babysit them. Sorry, my child. And I love them to watch them. My bad.
And it is just so fucking painful to witness. It literally is just, oh my God. It could not be, it's past a nightmare blunt rotation. I would call it that, but it's way past that. It's actually horrifying. And then you add all of the other Goonie Goo Goos that are fucking in this Airbnb and you're just like, what am I looking at right now? Please look at this group. I can't. This has music in it, so I have to mute it, but
oh my God.
That's Brie Olson in the middle. And I think 5-year-olds, or are they? Oh my God. Oh my God.
She's like, how do I act like the kids?
Is it not Ma? Literally, it's Ma.
And also, why is she like that? How long is that TikTok? You can not look at your phone for 10 seconds?
Yeah, she reached for it at the end. Honestly, low-key me. But also, she is something else. The boy named Chairs, we're about to see him because...
Oh, yes, the barber.
Although you can see here in this TikTok I'm about to show you that Ash clearly wanted him badly, he actually ends up hooking up with Brianna Olsen, and then she goes and says to Perez Hilton that they fucked, and I'm like, Perez, why are you here? I'm so confused. What? He interviews all of them. He interviews Santos, I think I don't know if he's interviewed Ash, but yeah, he's literally on the case.
How old is Bri?
TikTok, yeah. She's early 20s too. I'm not 100% sure. But literally, look at this boy.
Chairs is like under 18.
I think he might just be like 18 or 19, but looks very young.
Do you have to be 18 to be a barber? Stupid question. I don't know.
Well, also, we don't know if he's actually a barber or like maybe he's aspiring.
Got it. Got it.
That's what I saw online. I saw that he was called Chairs because he was a barber. Anyway, if I made that up, that's kind of funny.
Before we go any further, we have a word from our sponsor, Rocket Money.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings.
And the big plus with Rocket Money is that it reminds you when you have a bunch of subscriptions that you plan to cancel because you signed up for free trials and then you forgot. We do that a lot.
Yeah, it actually just helped me cancel my New York Times one. Remember that I had to sign up for that? I didn't actually have to. I just did.
And Rocket Money has actually saved a total of $500 million in people's canceled subscriptions, and it can save members up to $740 a year if they use all of the app's features.
My personal favorite feature of Rocket Money is their budgeting. They categorize all of your spending. They tell you how much more you spent this week, this month, and last month. It's very helpful. It lays everything out for you. And if you're someone like me that struggles with that, I highly recommend Rocket Money. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money by going to rocketmoney.com/DWKT today.
That's rocketmoney.com/DWKT, rocketmoney.com/DWKT.
And thank you so much to Rocket Money for being an amazing sponsor of this podcast. But now, this is actually a TikTok that I showed you, where it's Ash trying to feel small in a blanket, which is hilarious. Been there, girl. Doesn't work for me either. And trying desperately to, I don't know what she's trying to do, actually.
Everyone starts.
It's like she forgets.
First of all, his body language. I know I just started. I'm sorry to pause it already, but like his body language is like hands together, clenched, stiff as a rock. And she's just going for it. She's like, this is my chance. He loves me. Oh, all of their. Oh, you haven't seen D. Kane, honey. You have not. When you see D. Kane, you're gonna scream.
Everyone starts screen recording. Start screen recording. Start screen recording. Chat. Deadass.
They're gonna screen record me hugging you. Stop.
We have a special guest. Make sure double tap.
So he said start screen recording, probably for evidence, should he need it later on. And then she's like, no, they're gonna screen record me hugging you. Ha ha ha. And then she forgot her Miss Goldie laugh. Anyway, okay, this is another one that I sent you. Now, I have to say, looking into this after the fact, I don't actually know that this is Bri Olsen's brother. What I do know is that this kid cannot be 18. Like, he literally looks like a child.
Okay.
Too close to my brother, Ash. Too close. Hey, Ash! Why did you move? Fuck you up, Ash. I'm not kidding. Ash!
Stop moving.
Ash!
Stop moving.
No!
So whether he's 18 or not, which he doesn't look like that to me, that is still her with aggressive sexual advances to a person that doesn't want it. At the very minimum. Can we all agree on that?
I think I brought this up last time when we were talking about her with underage people, but I'm like, I think back to when I was like 17 or 18 and like I visited my sister at college and like they're not even all 21 yet. But I remember even specifically one of her friends, we were going to go to a party and one of her friends was like, do not tell anyone you are in high school because they're going to be creepier if they know. Like that was the one.
God.
I know. And I was like, that's weird.
I hate it here. Genuinely. I mean, I'm not surprised by that, but yeah.
And that was like people like that they don't know. I think of like then the parties that I would go to with my sister and her friends where it's like they knew all the people and it was like in our hometown. If any of the guys were doing that, like absolutely not. That was like, they would make jokes and stuff, but they weren't like actually like hanging on me or trying to kiss me and stuff. That's so creepy. And if the roles were reversed, it would not be okay at all.
No. I mean, you are a mother of two, just that fact. Then you're in your mid-30s, add that fact. One thing that I realized when I had children was that any place that I went to where I was drinking or like maybe there was younger people there. I'm not even saying like young people, but you know, at a bar, it's usually like 20 somethings. Like they're just, you know, they're excited to be at a bar. They're not like tired and at home. It makes me feel out of place. I don't feel like I belong there. I don't know if that's just my age in general, but like it happened after I had my kids. I felt this like guilt. I felt weird. I was like, I don't think this is my thing anymore. I would much rather go to like a restaurant with you or my husband or something and like just drink, eat, have fun, go home. That's my thing. I love that. I don't know how she justifies this.
I've had a time where I were in like the last few years that I went to someone's birthday and it was, they had rented out a club and I walked in. No. It was like, no. I'm not supposed to be here. She's not like significantly younger. She's like late 20s.
Still.
Yeah. And I have no kids. So I don't know if that's it. I think it's just that we're old.
You know what? I would agree with that. Because I used to love going to Vegas and like going to clubs and getting a bottle and all that stuff. I'm like, fuck no.
So
like, I don't want to do that anymore. I just feel like it's an age thing. And I feel like she missed that train. She just forgot that you're supposed to mature there. And it's like, okay, if you're in your mid 30s and you still like going to clubs, am I confused? Yes, but that's fine. You're not hurting anybody. Do whatever you want to do. How do you have the energy? Let me know. But also, it's different with her.
Well, because I think back to like college and like the stuff we used to do. And it's like you would just get so fucked up that like anything is fun. And I feel like as I got older, it was like, it wasn't as fun to get that fucked up. And it's like, if I'm not fucked up, then I don't want to like go hang out with a bunch of random people. I'd rather spend my time with people I actually like.
Yeah, I don't know what she's thinking when she leaves her children with her parents, one of whom she doesn't talk to because her mom is so ashamed that she showed her pepperonis on live.
That's her
and
problem.
Literally just says bye, like I'm leaving. I cannot fathom that. But again, she's never really been a good mom or present for them. So this is just her doing that in a different realm, I guess. Like she just has more opportunity to do it in a fun way where she can go out and spend money and do all this versus before when God, I don't know what she would do. Just talk to prisoners and like go and see them instead of being with her daughters.
I mean, all these people now, are they just like hanging out with her for clout?
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Well, you're going to see because one of the people that was there
people
that
used to
allegedly
talk to her
tried to fuck.
for money. And it was the prisoners just wanted attention and money. And now she's moved on to people not in prison, but they also don't really like her.
That's the thing too, is like, haven't you ever been around a group of content creators that made you feel like you were being used?
Not really. No.
Oh my God. Oh God. Maybe I'm just traumatized from Vine. I absolutely have.
I feel like they didn't think I had as much clout to give.
To use?
Yeah.
Well, I will just say in the Vine days, this energy very much came about. And what energy, you ask? Well, just take a look at them at the mall because this is a whole thing that went viral. By the way, it's cold in Texas right now, allegedly. Like there was like snow, as Leo Skeppy told us. It was snowed in, gotta grab my gun.
Yes.
Look at her outfit. You're not prepared. Not even, I don't think it was snowing where she was, but like, bitch, if it's under 70, I wouldn't be wearing what you're wearing. That interesting fella in the, that tank top, the white tank top to the right. I don't know if they show him, but that's D. Kane. And this is just Ash in the middle walking with her friends. And she got like paparazzi'd, I guess, but not paparazzi'd actually. Just people on TikTok posting her all over the place, walking through that mall like no other. It was just like her surrounded by like 12 people.
You know that she goes, and they probably feel the same way, that they're going so people do that. People that don't want to be seen or taken pictures of, they don't go out and go to like malls, especially when you're 30. What the fuck are you doing in a mall if you're not shopping? Which I doubt she's shopping with all those guys.
Well, I think she was shopping for a little bit actually, but yeah, that's what she wants. Do you remember that one clip we reacted to when somebody showed up to her tia's house and then she's like, oh, let me go outside and see them. Like she loves that energy.
It's giving the vibes of like people at VidCon that like want to walk through the floor to see people.
To get noticed. Yep. Anyway. They get kicked out of the Airbnb. And obviously they did. Because when you're hanging around 12 fucking people, I have rented so many Airbnbs, so many Verbos, okay? Very few can facilitate that many people. Like it's just, unless you're in a mansion, and they were like in a fucking little apartment condo type thing it looked like.
Well, and so many have rules that you like can't have parties, you can't play music past this.
Yeah, so they got kicked out.
Oh my God.
It's like my worst nightmare.
I do not need another charge on my account.
Raul is outside.
Hey, leave all the lights on and leave his door open. He can come close.
That's Brie Olson suggesting that they leave all the lights on, leave the door open to the Airbnb because she's a spiteful bitch. And then Ash being like, ha ha ha, you guys are the ones that broke the rules. The sheets probably smell. That's neither here nor there, but they probably do.
But do they smell well?
I don't think so, girl. I really don't. And then you're just going to be like, that's the type of people they are. I don't give a fuck what you did. First of all, you should be embarrassed that you had to get kicked out.
Getting kicked out of an Airbnb is one of my worst nightmares. Like, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
And then Brie said, if you listen listen to her in the beginning. She goes, I don't need another charge on my account. This is not her first rodeo. But also there is a clip of Brie that I saw basically saying that this was like the most stressful 4 days she's had in forever, which I'm like, you haven't been with your kid in a month. How is that possible? But okay. And then also cops showed up. There's so many. I mean, literally there's no shortage of clips. There was a lot that happened in that Airbnb that we don't have to get into. It's just like bad people together for clout doing stupid shit as they would. Like I just came from a vacation where I went to a cabin and I had my friends there and I had my cousin. It was a lot of people in one place, but it was a lot of people that cared about each other and cared about the space. And like, you know what I mean? We all like helped clean up and like cook dinner together. Like it's just
one of my biggest things.
Who are you hanging out with
like high school, especially, or even college? It would be like if we had people over, people being really loud. I hated having people over because I was always so stressed the whole time because I'd be like, everyone needs to be quiet. We're gonna get in trouble. And it seems like just they're all the opposite of that.
So then let's jump to the night of the arrests. Okay, because several people got arrested. Ash was presumably drunk, and if I had to say, allegedly, probably did cocaine as well.
I was gonna say, and on coke, yeah.
Yeah, and the fucking craziest thing, I mean, I know that these people are live creators, that's how they make their money, but this is like blown my mind because the last time we were like, oh, this is kind of crazy for live was like talking about Jason Nash, that he's on there all the time battling people.
Different kind of crazy.
No, but she makes him look like a fucking angel that nobody should have ever criticized ever because Ash has no shame. She live streams everyone's fucking worst moments, including her own, including her children's. So her filming so fucking much and all of them filming so fucking much is what got them arrested because what happened was these lovely young fellas were all carrying weapons, okay, guns. I'll give you one guess on whether those guns were licensed to them to own it or not.
I'm gonna go with no.
No, they were not. And what's crazy is like you're in fucking Texas, but what's also crazy is obviously they couldn't because D. Kane specifically had a charge on him before, so he couldn't even own a gun if he wanted to. But the other ones don't know what they were doing. And Ash was waving it around on live.
What?
Look at the back seat. It's
kind of dark. TikTok, I feel like that's like an immediate like no.
Also, your nipple is.
Maybe
so I don't know.
Maybe
you know
lives aren't as heavily enforced as like actual clips are.
Yeah. By the way, this is like a clip of a clip. So it's somebody showing on their phone when Ash was waving her gun. Look at the back seat.
Hold on, one more time. Where's the back seat? That is Ashley with the blicky. I told you.
The fact that she like thinks that's cool.
Well, it's so much further than that because I understand again that her brain is smooth. I do understand that. But also, how would you think this was going to go? First of all, you're all drinking. So presumably you're also driving drunk. And then you're gonna show people who fucking hate you. Okay, because now I don't know if this was her friends live streaming it or if it was like a fan that was live streaming it. But the point is she knew somebody was recording and grabbed the gun and waved it around.
So I think there's a couple things. One, that I don't think she thinks past what she's doing.
No, just stop there. She does not think.
Yeah. Aside from like that this is going to get people to like pay attention, which like then she doesn't think it through that it's like the wrong people are going to pay attention and come get you in trouble for it. She literally acts like a teenager. It would be like showing off that you're drinking or something where it's just like, okay, but you're 35.
I wish it was that.
And it's like
she does that all the time.
Has taken it to a new level. Also, I don't think she realizes necessarily that everyone like doesn't like her.
How could she not realize it? It's like not realizing that the sky's blue.
No, but I think she kind of takes it as like all press is good press because she thinks she's famous. And it's like, well, you are, but you're infamous actually. So
yeah, I don't know what she actually thinks she is. Have you seen that clip of her? Oh yeah, I sent it in the group chat where she's like, they told me like, Ash, like you're famous. And then she was just like, I just want my old life back. I'm like, okay, Brittany, for the record, like you're not on that level.
One of the guys today was like, Ash, you like being, you're kind of like famous for real. Like, it's cool. I said, miss my old life where nobody knew me.
She said that. She was like me when I got 10,000 Vine followers.
Literally. Well, that's the thing is like, I don't understand how her brain works and I'm kind of done trying to understand it. I'm just like still here for watching all of this. But like we usually dive into like, what would be someone's motive? I don't think hers makes any sense.
It's that she has the brain of a child. So it's like a child would do this.
What child? I would need to meet them.
I mean, I was a much better behaved child than that. But like, like the logic around it, it's like embarrassing like high school kids trying to just like show off for attention. But it's like you're 35.
And also getting so drunk that you can't control yourself.
Yeah. The impulse control is at a bare minimum.
Yeah, she can't control anything. They also that night apparently went to a restaurant. They got turned away. And then they went to the Rainforest Cafe, which is where they got arrested. right outside.
Stop
Of
it.
course.
I got
Why not?
arrested at the Rainforest Cafe. That is so on brand.
Absolutely
no shade to the
insane.
Rainforest Cafe. Love it. But like, I'm surprised it wasn't like an Olive Garden.
Now, I will say, I think that a lot of them got handcuffed. So if you look at them there, 4 of them are handcuffed. The one closest to the camera is GTA. I shit you not. That's his name. GTA. Well, not his government name again. He is her security. Okay. Take another gander. Yeah. He's her security. But also
the one closest?
Yeah, with the glasses. No, you're gonna die. Not only is he her security, when she did an interview with Pancho, who is like this like chisme page where he just like, he's basically not even us on TikTok. Like he's very silly with it kind of, but he follows all of them and reports on them. And he asked her, he goes, so GTA, because he was on the live too, he goes, so he's like top flight security? She's like, yeah, top 5 in Texas. I'm like, girl, even he, like GTA looked at the camera, was like, I don't know about that. It was like very, very hard to watch.
I'm just a guy.
Look, you guys were in a public setting. I can't control the chismosas.
No, you were stalking. And then you sat there and talked about my top flight security.
This guy?
Don't disrespect their names like that.
I'm not top flight, but I am security though.
You're a team of security and you're putting your life in
They were
danger.
the number 1 security guards in the state of Texas. They are the best on the market.
Hey,
How much do you pay him? Do you pay him a nunu?
15 TikTok creators she was with, I felt safest with me.
Literally, he's just like, I don't actually do security. I just showed up. But yeah, he's supposedly the security. I think he is the only one in this picture who did not get arrested. He got released. So he was handcuffed, but then he got released. And D. Kane, who we'll just jump to, he's the one in the back of the truck right here with the fun hair.
Yeah.
That looks like one of those like Russian hats. You know, the gold all the way around. This is D. Kane.
Oh my God.
My brother actually asked me, he's like, does he Sharpie his eyebrows and his beard? I'm like, I don't know. Oh,
Raimundo.
that's his name. Constantino Raimundo Jr.
Constantino Raimundo Sr. is probably not proud.
I guess. Okay.
Oopsie poopsie. It seems another infraction was committed by Mrs. Urban. To be fair though, everyone's names on social media are super fucking weird and it's hard to keep up. D. Kane's real name is Josiah Kane de la Fuente, so just do your best to ignore the girlies calling him Constantino. Thanks.
Are you ready for some crazy shit right now? Basically,
Oh God.
Ash has been flaunting around this Louis Vuitton purse that she bought, okay? But the thing is, it's not a purse at all. It's a duffel bag and it's like a carry-on and she wears it like a purse and it's really embarrassing, but that's not really important. So anyway, she was carrying this iconic Louis Vuitton bag on this day and pretty much anywhere she can. I guess she just wants like the biggest bag possible to show that it's Louis Vuitton, you know what I mean?
I haven't seen pictures yet, but like she's so little. I feel like a Louis Vuitton duffel she could like get inside.
I know. But really quick, it did turn out that Constantino Jr., whatever the fuck, he was already out on bond when this is happening. So it turns out him and his girlfriend are still in jail and like it's looking like he's not going to come out because this was like a huge fuck up.
They're just misdemeanors though.
Yeah, but he was already like out on, like he wasn't supposed to be fucking up. So then they found him with an unlicensed weapon. And
I
like,
missed
no,
a chapter. So he got arrested for the unlicensed gun and then he got out and then he got arrested again.
No. He, when he got arrested for the unlicensed weapon, already had a bond. Like he was already out of jail for like something else before any of this happened.
Okay.
The craziest part is that Louis Vuitton purse, color everyone's surprised when that got seized by the police. And
There's cocaine in it.
there was cocaine and another weapon. And D. Kane's girlfriend took the fall for this. And she is in jail for this right now. For what presumably should have been what Ash would be in jail for right now. Now, this is all alleged. This is people putting pieces together, but it very much seems like it. And also, her family has spoken out about it. The girlfriend is in jail. And like, I do feel bad for the girlfriend because there's clips of D. Kane treating her like absolute shit. And I don't know what mental state she was in.
Yeah, why would she
To take the fall.
Yeah.
But people said that the police asked, whose bag is this? And then she said, it's my bag. And it's the Louis Vuitton bag. It's Ash's.
What the fuck?
And Ash was super pissed. She's like, fuck, all my shit's in there. Like my car keys, my house keys, my wallet, everything. She literally got on live and was like, oh my God, I have to buy another Louis Vuitton bag. But luckily I can.
Yes, I'm mad about my bag. I wish I had my bag back, but unfortunately, that's not how it's going to happen right now. Hopefully I get it back soon, but I'm not worried about it because money comes and goes, you know? If I have to get another bag, I will. It just makes me mad because I had a lot of my stuff in there. I don't want to have to rebuy all that, you know? Once I get back to town, I will call the SAPD department and see what I can do about my bag because literally, like, my car keys are in there. I reordered all my credit cards. Everything that is left in San Antonio is going to be a loss, so It sucks. That was a brand new bag. And good thing I couldn't afford another one.
Someone took the fall for what you should have gotten shit for, because you're the reason anyone got arrested, period. You're waving a gun around like a fucking moron. Yeah, like that is what it seems like happened, is D. Kane's girlfriend took the fucking rap for Ashley and is in jail right now because of it.
Like, why? What would she have to offer her or like threaten her?
Again, like, I don't know her mental state. Like, literally, I saw one clip of D. Kane telling her, like, give me your phone. And she's like, why? He's like, don't fucking ask me why. Just give me your phone right now. Like, literally, it was like,
well, and I would understand if she was taking the fall for like him, but why would she do it for Ash?
That's what everyone's wondering. They're like, why would anybody stick their neck out for this woman? I don't know. Also, my theory would be like, what if they asked her to hold that weapon in there? Because I don't think that weapon was Ashley's.
Probably not, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like maybe she was holding shit for them and they felt like they needed to take the fall for it. But regardless, that was Ashley's bag and that was Ashley waving around a weapon that wasn't hers. So regardless if the gun is hers or not, she's the one waving it around, and she should have been arrested for that, in my opinion, because that's so irresponsible in general. I don't care if it's not loaded. I don't give a fuck. Like, that is insane. But yeah, so currently right now, 2 are still in jail, D. Kane and his girlfriend, and it doesn't seem like they're going to get out. Now, Ashley, the first thing she started going on about was like, I'm going to get everyone's bail. Like, don't worry, I'm going to get everyone's bail, and I'm going to bail, I'm going to bail D. Kane out.
She needs to show everyone how much money she has.
Yeah, and allegedly she sent money to D. Kane's Thea for bail, and then Hefa was pointing out like, maybe don't do that, because like, get that in a contract or something, girl, because I think you might be getting fucked here. Yeah. Which to me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, she bailed one out, and then yeah, I don't know, it's just a fucking disaster, but that all happened because of her. This was a funny TikTok she put about, because she talked a lot about this arrest, and this was one funny aspect. She said that she led the prayer for all of them when they were in handcuffs.
Makes sense why they still got arrested.
We get in a prayer circle, and one of the guys walked away because he didn't want to pray. So then I was like, wow, that's kind of, but everybody has their own beliefs. So then it was the rest of us, and I was in the middle. And they were like, who's going to pray? And then one of them was like, well, I can try. I was like, you know what? I'll lead the prayer. And so I just basically said, dear Lord, thank you for this day you've given us. I was like, please be with everybody that's here with us right now. I said, please be with the guys who are in handcuffs. I said, you have the last say. I was like, let your will be done, and whatever happens, happens. I said, just protect us with your angels. Keep your angels around us at all times.
And then they were arrested.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it didn't go as planned.
And literally the fucking audacity for you to be the one waving around a fucking gun and then just be like, let your will be done. Bitch, his will was done.
It's God's will. No, it was your will to be really fucking stupid, and then it's the police that are enforcing the law.
That is insane. Absolutely fucking insane. So then enters Santos, because when he found out that these guys were arrested, who I'm assuming he knows in some way because they're all live creators, he was fucking pissed. Oh God. And mind you, Santos there's a high likelihood that he's like high off his fucking mind, because like he starts acting crazy.
Hey, what happened?
What? They arrested the guys. They have fucking guns at the Riverwalk. Somebody snitched.
Well, obviously, I knew that shit was gonna happen. That's how I said, get out the. Oh my God, bro. Y'all don't listen for shit, and that's the shit that pisses me off. Y'all are stupid. Y'all are stupid. I told y'all, get out the Riverwalk. You're in a fucking downtown public area with fucking people that don't even have licenses for that shit. Do you think that I'm just saying that for no reason, Ashley?
Does he have like braces?
It is quite unfortunate that he did get braces right before this happened. So he's just spitting everywhere. He's just salivating so badly.
I was like, why is he talking kind of weird?
He got braces, and it's kind of perfect timing, but also very unfortunate. Okay.
Ashley, I'm talking to you serious. You know those kids don't even have parents that are going to help them out? I'm going to have to help them out. Again, me. No. Ashley, this is not on you because it's on me. I'm taking care of all those fucking people around you. I'm getting in trouble for that shit. This shit ain't something to play with. Bro, y'all don't listen, bro. Just people at risk. Bro, now I have to call fucking people inside of San Antonio and I have to ask them for another favor. You understand that's bad on me, right?
What favors are you asking?
Okay, well, just
he swears he literally said, I run San Antonio. Sir, okay, please.
Go back to the Airbnb, turn off those location, and just go live. I will handle it, okay? Don't even worry about it. I will handle it.
and just go live.
Turn off your location, but then show your exact location, please. What do you mean?
Keep
These
making
people
money,
are
bitch.
Not okay.
Yeah, you go home. Go home. Call me when you're home. Bro, ¿qué te dije?
I know, Santos. Close the door. Close the door.
Hey, who's with y'all right now? I know, but the thing is, like, you're in my city, bro. Like, you understand? You could have been in so much protection if you would have just told me where the fuck you're going. And then I would have had the whole fucking club shut down for you. Just y'all. But like, now we have kids. I'm not saying that they're grown men.
So please tell me how you shutting down a club, allegedly, something you could do, how that would have solved that she was waving a gun around on live and everyone just snitched on them and then the police came and arrested their ass because they don't give a fuck who you know or any. They would have arrested him in front of your face. What do you mean?
I mean, he's
acting
19.
like he's like
How
the mafia
well
boss.
connected could he possibly be?
He hasn't even been here that long. Yeah, it's so weird.
And also, it almost seems like he's putting on an act for the live. Like, it feels like he starts kind of normal, and then he's like, oh yeah, fuck, I'm live. Oh, I gotta act like a badass.
Okay, so I thought that because I was like, he's trying to play like a mafia boss type thing. I really do think that he may be experiencing some drug usage.
I think that plays into it.
Because again, I have his mom calling him, basically being like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, basically she tells him, keep drugging yourself then, because it's very, very off
He seems like he's acting very different than he has been before. I also think that clout is a hell of a drug.
So, yeah, hypothetically, theoretically, metaphorically speaking, I literally expose the truth, right? And there's still a YouTube video with the lie detector test coming. I got paid $10K to do that lie detector test. And I'm getting paid another $10K to post it. I'm getting paid $20K to post the truth. Because I'm a real life hustler. Y'all be thinking I'm not, chat. I'm a real life hustler. Who's gonna be 19 in Mexico living the way I do? You also did snow. And if I did, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, and if I did, does that concern you at all? Does that affect you of eating? Is that gonna prevent you from paying your light bill? Is that gonna prevent you from eating? Is that gonna prevent you from feeding your kids? No. So shut up.
Oh my God, when they got kicked out of the Airbnb, sorry, we're a little bit all over the place, but I'm showing you some highlights, some good stuff. When they got kicked out of the Airbnb, they got charged $11,000 in damages.
How big was the Airbnb?
I don't know, but have you seen the group?
The fuck? He's trying to request $10,000 from me on Airbnb for a mess left. We didn't leave any mess. We fucking cleaned
We cleaned it and took the trash out.
Cue the leave the door open so somebody could come in here and fucking ruin all this and it would be on us.
We cleaned it and we took the trash out.
Then she goes on to say, like in a random live, that they were homeless for 7 hours. That's not what homeless means. That just means you were out all day.
You know what's crazy, guys? When we were homeless in San Antonio for about 7 hours, GTA didn't have to experience the homelessness that we had to experience. We even sat in a hotel because we were homeless.
What is that sentence?
Cannot.
What did I just hear? Like, what do you mean? Didn't have to
7
experience
hours,
the homelessness
like,
we experienced.
That's not even a full work day.
Oh my God, it's insane.
Why don't you go to the mall, bitch? Like, oh my God, this is
literally.
She's not real.
Here's some more of Santos crashing out.
I told them it was gonna happen. I told all of them not to bring no straps. I told all of them, watch what y'all do. Watch what y'all say. Rich Boy Cardi, what's up?
You wearing a suit?
I told them. As and Vale and Bree, they don't care. They just care about having a great time. You know? For me, I run shit in San Antonio. I really do. So when I'm telling them I'm gonna get them out, I don't want them calling the police station 4 or 5 times from like 4 different phones and bugging them. When I got it, I told them, I got it.
The eyebrow movement?
I got it. I got it.
I get them all out. They will call me and say, thank you, Santo.
These eyebrow movements are too much.
What? I'm only 19 years old. Who am I? Who am I? And do not be commenting group, because I'll really get pissed off today.
Did you hear what he said? He said, and do not be commenting Gru, because I will get pissed off today.
We haven't even talked about that. That was last episode. He literally looks like Gru.
Yeah, in a lot of these, he is wearing the same scarf. And is it a black shirt? I don't know, but it's the Gru outfit, and it's amazing. I love it.
It's like a black coat and then the gray and black striped scarf.
Okay, so something else that's relevant, and we're almost done, I swear, is there was a guy there that his name was Marco.
It's the most normal name we've heard.
I know, and I still don't think that's his real name. But I'm not sure that he got arrested. I don't think he did. But after the fact, when he separated from Ash, he got on live and said this because I think Ash started throwing some shade to him. She says so much shit on live. She gets herself in so much trouble. And this was his response. And I have to say, it was like, oh shit. When I watched this, I was like, oh, she's gonna lose it.
And Ash really thinks everybody fucks with her, bro. Ash, don't nobody fuck with you. Like, bro, come on. Be so fucking for real. You're gonna speak on me? You're gonna speak on me? And literally, she called me and she was like, I'm not going to nowhere unless you're coming. Otiwu, I want you to come. I need you to come. I feel safe with you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, but at the end of the day, chat, and she keeps saying everybody fucked her, Otiwu. Nobody fucked her, bro. She wants to get fucked, but nobody wants to fuck her, bro. Santos never fucked her. I would never even, I never even would fucking, I wouldn't even come close to her, to be honest with y'all. And she has the audacity to sit there and talk shit on my name, call me, bro. Bro, literally, before the trip, she called me and she was like, come with you. I was like, I got work to do. I got plays to make. I got to be out here making money. I'm like,
plays to make?
If you want me to come, you're going to have to pay for everything. If you really want me to come, you're going to have to pay for everything. Just let me know. And she was like, nah, don't worry about it. I got you, of course. I got you, bro. You got extorted, shorty. What are you talking about? Don't nobody give a fuck about you. Be fucking for real.
Mind you, that's the one that's standing directly next to her in the mall. Obviously, that's not nice. That is not a nice thing to fucking say.
He had some interesting hair as well.
They all do. Mm-hmm. And I found that is a common thread here. But also, it's not nice to say those things that he said to her, obviously. But how do you not hear that as Ash? She went on live after this and was just like, oh, fuck Marco. Who gives a fuck about him, basically? How do you not hear that and understand that you are surrounding yourself with, people that don't give a fuck about you?
Well, but that's
how
the thing.
Could they?
It's he said it in a much meaner way. And I said, I don't think she realizes that no one likes her.
No one likes her. Nobody does. And people are only hanging around her
because she pays for
her for attention. Yeah, they do
or
not
money.
care. If something happened to her or the roles had been reversed and she had been the one in handcuffs, they would have been filming her.
Absolutely.
And low-key laughing and nobody would have bailed her out.
And it's it's just transitioning out. It used to be that she would talk to people in prison because they wanted attention because they're in prison and they don't not getting it anywhere else. And also because she would give them money. And this is the exact same scenario, but just people aren't in prison and they want her for attention, but it's viral attention and then money because I'll pay for it. I got it. It's fine.
Before we continue, we really quickly want to thank our next sponsor, and that's Apostrophe.
If you're unfamiliar, Apostrophe is an online platform that connects you with an expert dermatology team to get customized acne and dermatology treatment for your unique skin.
I wish I had Apostrophe, I would say it's 8 years now. Do you remember when I couldn't make it to your 1 million subscriber party because I was so self-conscious about my skin?
Oh my God, is that why you didn't come? I mean, clearly I forgot, so don't worry about it. But if you go through our text history from even just the last few years, I had this weird flare-up situation where it was I would just get patches of tiny little zits, but I actually did use Apostrophe for those.
And the really cool thing about Apostrophe is they offer access to prescription treatments for all types of acne, from hormonal, facial, even back acne. And usually prescriptions are only something you can get if you go into a doctor's office. So it's really cool.
Instead, you just go on their website and you fill out a little questionnaire and you send them some pictures. Then they can prescribe you what you need through the internet. It's very convenient.
And we have a special deal for our audience where you can get your first visit at Apostrophe for only $5 if you go to apostrophe.com/DWKT and then use the code DWKT.
Again, just go to apostrophe.com/DWKT and use our code DWKT.
And thank you so much to Apostrophe for being an amazing sponsor of this podcast. The last thing we're going to leave you on when it comes to Ash is that Pancho, who is the T page that covers her and a lot of other creators, but he's been on her ass and he's done multiple interviews with her in the past. I will say his other interviews have been very mild and she usually gets along with him pretty well, regardless of their tiffs on the internet. She seems to be fine with sitting down and talking to him.
She gets that it gives her good exposure. I was going to say good attention.
But whatever agreement they had before this went out the window because this interview, she was just fucking pissed the entire time and it was something to behold. This was him asking her about the purse.
And then what about the whole purse situation? Did you get your purse back?
I'm not going to talk about the purse.
I wonder why. Okay.
Now, it's nobody's business why my purse is where it's at and what happened to my purse and what was in my purse and what was on top of my purse, what was under my purse, what color my purse is. What? Yeah.
Okay, so GTA is one of the best securities. Why didn't he give you the jacket?
He was in handcuffs. They wouldn't take his handcuffs off to give it to me. I asked.
So you think if he wasn't in handcuffs, hypothetically speaking, he would have given you the jacket?
One of them, honestly, would have given it to me.
And what about the other dudes? Why didn't the other dudes give it to you?
Because they're freaking little sissies, that's why.
If you don't gather what she's talking about, she was really upset and voices multiple times that nobody gave her a jacket. And it's like, bitch, maybe don't go out in a tank top dress.
And I'm going to throw this out there. None of them were underage because I've been hearing that a lot. Most of those were 20s and over.
Most of those.
For those of y'all that keep saying that
not all though. Most of those, except for that one that looks prepubescent.
That one that looks 16, he's actually 18. But like
they were not. No, because they literally ID'd all of us.
And they were like, "Oh, so you're the mom."
Little brother?
It's not her brother. She trolled y'all. That is not her brother. He's from Laredo. She's from Corpus. That is not her brother. He's 20.
No.
So
no.
Arguing that they're
not.
20 as if that's like way better when you're literally 35. Like,
no, but can we like literally? This is a picture of him. Like he
he
doesn't
look
young,
20,
I guess, but
maybe
he looks like he hasn't gone through puberty.
I mean, even like best case scenario, he's 20. That's still fucking weird,
right? Okay, then Pancho starts getting spicy, and it gets really good. You're gonna like this.
I told y'all, I got y'all with Bell Money.
I ain't gonna lie, Pancho. When we was sitting on the ground, bro, like, hold on, I'm gonna show you the picture. When we was sitting on the ground like this, she literally did look at all of us and was like, I'm gonna bail y'all out. Look, we was all right there. She said, I got you, I'm gonna bail y'all out. That was all of us right there.
So you would have bailed out. You would have bailed out GTA.
I would have bailed out GTA, Ruben, and Ray, and D Kane, except for Marco.
Wait, what?
What's the beef with Marco? Because he was saying that allegedly you have some sort of.
No, Marco was never with me like that. Marco was, of course, he's gonna say what everybody says. The reason I got beef with Marco is because he is a leech. He is the biggest leech that there is. He was broke and he came on that trip with no money.
If what he's saying is true, though,
you told him to come anyway.
That.
Yeah.
And that very much tracks because she is always about like, I got everybody. Like, I'm going to do this and that.
But then she gets mad at them afterwards and is like, well, I paid for everything. It's like, well, yeah. You offered.
That's why her friendships
not
never
offered.
work out. Yeah.
Isn't that GTA's friend?
I mean, we ain't got no problems with each other.
Damn. Now Marco was saying that you were trying to hit on all the guys there, but you didn't get your Nunu didn't get to anybody there. Is that true?
I didn't hit on none of the guys. We were all friendly. Again, Marco's gonna say what Marco wants because how was he at the mall GTA? Oh, let's do this for content. Let's do this for content. And I had to keep telling him, like, bro, I'm trying to shop. Like, leave me alone. I'm not here. You're not my manager.
I miss my life.
I'm not doing what you want me to do.
I just want a normal life. I just want to shop. Proceeds to march down the mall, just praying somebody's going to stop her in the corner. I can't.
Try being an influencer for one day.
Okay, this is more of the interview. It gets really good, I promise.
The day, y'all need to leave my kids out of this. This has nothing to do with my kids.
No, so at the start of the day, this is public.
At the end of the day, no, it's not public.
Oh, at the start of the day, you put it out public.
No. Anything that has anything to do with my kids, y'all can talk to my lawyer.
You ain't got a lawyer.
I do have a lawyer.
Name.
I'm not telling y'all no names. Y'all are too fucking nosy.
Damn. Why were you crying when the cops showed up to the Airbnb?
No, I was already crying before they even came.
Yeah.
Is everything okay with you, Ash?
No, it wasn't, honestly.
Okay.
But I'm not going to put that out there. Only Hefa and Vale know why.
Okay, so my question is, why is it that you keep hanging out with a bunch of people if they're going to keep leaking your Airbnb? Don't you want to sleep good at night?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask those people?
You're the one that brought them to your establishment.
I didn't bring them, you fucking dumbass.
Wait, was that to me or GTA?
Oh my God.
He's pretty funny. I don't know his lore, but he's pretty funny.
Being like, why were you crying when the cops showed up? Implying that she was crying before they showed up. And it was like, when they got there, she was already crying. And she's like, I was crying before they came.
Just her reasoning is like, only jefa and Vale no. Like, it's my secret. Like, girl, please. Anyway, she calls him a roach. What else? It got really like unfriendly. And then GTA said he was, or no, he didn't say he was top security. She said he was top security, top 5 in all of Texas.
Got it.
Then the end gets like super hostile. And then we get a very iconic situation.
She didn't even see that comment. So they freaking clipped it.
So she just randomly threw up a peace sign when they said to throw up a peace sign?
We all throw up peace signs. I'm about to throw up my middle finger to you. That's why I have you blocked on my motherfucking pages. You're the biggest fucking roach that there is on this app.
I'm a roach?
You are.
If I'm a roach, you're a gremlin.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think I am.
Wait, was that to me or GTA?
No, it was to you, Pancho, so get your big ass beluga self off of my motherfucking live, you dumbass.
Beluga self?
Then she ends the live. And I do not know how Pancho managed to get on live with her again. But he did. I don't know if he did it under the guise of like, let me apologize or I don't know what, but they got on live again.
Yeah,
and
he
this
probably
is
wants more
just
interviews in the future.
No, but this is amazing.
You're booking a field trip for the kids?
Her demeanor is way different. You wouldn't know this is on the same night.
Hey, GTA, what?
Hey, Ash.
Oh, cheers, look, I got my hair colored.
Hey, Ash.
Getting my extensions.
Damn, bro, ain't no way. Pancho's trying to fly to Texas to go out to eat with us tomorrow. What?
He gave me the green light.
He's good. He's not gonna do nothing to you. Bro, he's not gonna do nothing. Ash, why?
Send a line first.
Send me a line, Pancho.
Well, first and foremost, he told me I had to apologize to you, so I did want to come on here just to say that, you know what, I am sorry, but I do want to say you're the beluga. Don't you ever call me a beluga every day in your life, you goddamn torta, you big back.
If you missed that, he said, don't ever call me a beluga again.
First he says, you're the beluga, actually.
You're the beluga. Then he says, you goddamn torta, which is what people call her, which is like just think round bread. And then he says, you big back, is how he ended that. And then she's laughing. And then she ended, or I don't know if he ended the live or she did, but if you know Pancho, he literally always maintains like he's like super, like he doesn't really give a shit, it seems like, about anything he covers. So he doesn't really get too passionate either way. And a lot of times people are like kind of annoyed with him because he'll cover something and then it's just like when you're interviewing someone that's problematic, like ask them a fucking question. So this is the first time he's just like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you suck.
Not them calling each other belugas.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, girl, come on. Like, let's not do that. You know, if you don't want to do it, don't do it, is what I'm saying. But anyway, that's where we're at. Again, there's more in there. I probably tossed to a bunch of different videos to give you the full context, but it really would take us 7 years to truly catch you up. So hopefully our last few episodes got you on Ash Trevino TikTok. You saw them already for yourself and just wanted to hear our lovely commentary on it.
And for that, I would like to apologize to all of you.
You know what? I don't. But also, what a farewell to TikTok. Am I right? If it's really gone, take Ash with you. Please don't tell her about Red Note.
Went out with a bang, yeah.
Okay, so moving on. Again, this isn't like an uplifting section, but kind of a good thing that Allannah Harris, they don't name her here and they blur her face and they just say an influencer.
That's so
weird.
Which
I found super weird. I don't know if it's like an Australian thing, that maybe that's how the media works there.
Maybe it also is to protect the daughter, because I know that after we posted about it, people said that it's literally like illegal to mention the kid's name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't remember the details around it, but there's something like there's really strict Australian laws.
To be honest, the only I think we did mention her name, and if I could go back now, I would have not done that. I would have like said baby D or something like that. We blurred her, but like she had exploited her own daughter and had so many followers that I was like, people know her name. So I just thought that we should, but we probably shouldn't have. I don't know if it's because it's the Australian news that released the body cam footage of her being arrested, if that's the reason why she's blurred, but she is blurred and it is annoying. But anyway, there's the footage, so we'll watch that really quick, and then there's a few quotes from the police. That's pretty much all we have, but she has been arrested and charged with torture, accused of giving her baby unauthorized medicine or poisoning her. That's literally what they tell her charge is.
Just take a seat for us.
She's already crying, it seems like. They muted it.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they just not talking? Or?
No, they redacted a lot.
You are under arrest for the administration of poison. Child.
Redacted again.
You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, answer any questions, or make any statement unless you wish to do so.
That's literally it. They like tell her charge, and that's all they wanted to show. And that was given by the Queensland police. So I guess it's just the way they do things. I'm like, here in America, we show those bitches. All right, we really do. And I mean, we don't do everything right, but I would say she deserved to be shamed.
Maybe there's laws that make them conceal it.
Oh, I'm sure that's why.
Also, there has to be a trial still, so maybe because they can't, like, I don't know. But then they did still want to put it out because they want people to know, like, hey, we took care of this.
Exactly. Yeah, because the last that we knew, they had separated her from the baby. And then this, I guess, was...
I thought
and that was a little while ago, like a month ago
before.
or two. No, she hadn't until now. Now, there is a detective. His name is Paul Dalton. And he said, we believe that the person we have charged has administered these drugs, this poison, to increase that person's social media profile and therefore obtaining a financial benefit. Police allege between August 6th and October 15th last year, the woman gave medicine to her 1-year-old daughter without medical approval. They allege the woman disregarded medical advice and went to the lengths to obtain unauthorized medicines, which included old medications prescribed to another person in the home. It's alleged that the woman, Allannah Harris, took photos and videos of her child in immense pain and distress to entice monetary donations and online followers, which we pretty much knew.
Yeah.
And he said that Allannah defrauded donors of $60,000 and that they've been dealing with GoFundMe and they understand that they're making attempts to repay that money. So GoFundMe actually did confirm that they are giving back the donations, which is amazing. I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, and what was crazy was like, it wasn't one GoFundMe. It was like several, and it was like on behalf of the family. So they had like gotten other people involved to like put them up, and then they were getting donations from multiple different sources.
He goes on to say, I think it's important to note that the hospital staff must be extremely distressed and anxious about what happened here, and they've done nothing wrong at all. So I know even we kind of speculated on like, how could they have done 2 exploratory brain surgeries on a baby?
Like insane. And to not be able to do the drug test first or something to see that that was what was going on and not brain.
Okay, so that was actually something that I saw quite a few comments on, where they're just like, it's not as easy as just doing a blood test and knowing what's in your system. There's no such thing as an all-encompassing blood test. They're very specific, and the tests are different. So you have to know what you're searching for. And unfortunately, that didn't happen fast enough. But the reason that baby was saved is because of the people in the hospital, because it turns out they were the ones that reported her to the police. It wasn't social media. I think we're wondering how it actually went down, but it does seem that it was the people in the hospital
that makes more sense,
reported her.
I mean, I feel like people just speculating through social media can definitely try to make reports, but I don't think they're going to be taken as seriously as if someone who is firsthand like witnessing behavior and is around them would be able to like testify to.
Now, the other thing that I was curious about when I saw that she was arrested was what happens to the husband, because we've talked about his, I mean, he says that he didn't know anything, but then also just my whole entire body is just like, you're the dad.
Well, and that his like little apology notes app thing was very like defensive and kind of weird. And
yeah, it gives weird vibes. And I mean, can someone be evil enough to conceal this to a point that they could even hide it from their partner? Sure. And I do think that the medications that she was giving to this baby caused them to have symptoms that the dad would then see and be like, oh my God, something's wrong. So like, if she was giving the medicines in private, then maybe he really didn't know anything. And if that's the case, I obviously think she's the only one that should be arrested. But they did touch on that and said, a lot of other people have been investigated, but the only evidence that we can establish to the satisfaction of the court is the lady we've charged. So maybe there was some weirdness there, but they're just like, there's not
nothing
enough.
Like in writing, then they can't really.
It will be alleged tests for unauthorized medicines returned a positive result on January 7th. Proactive refunds are being issued to all donors as part of GoFundMe's commitment to protecting Australian generosity. And then we're filming this right now on Thursday, and she is due to face Brisbane Magistrates Court on Friday. I am assuming she'll say, not guilty, of course not, I would never do that to my baby. Bullshit. They did say that had they not arrested her and like intervened when they did, that the baby would have died.
Yeah.
There was like no chance that she wouldn't have died. As traumatizing as this is, I am glad that all of her kids are alive, because we did speculate that she had done this with a previous daughter before and kind of lost interest and moved on to the next child.
Yeah, it wasn't working how I don't know. But if you scroll up, I did see there was a quote that said that that the inspector said that the child was now going well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if you weren't sick to begin with, all I could hope was that
if
the medications that she did give
sick,
to them,
then it would.
Wouldn't have caused any permanent damage. It's just so fucking crazy to me, and it will never not be crazy to me that people can do this. It's like literally that Munchausen is such a, honestly, just the most bizarre thing I've ever heard of in my life. It doesn't make sense to me. I know that it's a condition, but it doesn't really change anything to me.
I remember thinking after we had filmed that episode that I wonder, because like, yes, it has its own diagnosis, that it's like you're making yourself or someone else sick. But I have to imagine there's some crossover with like sociopathy or psychopathy, that it's like there's no empathy.
Because you have to have none.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of things going on. I feel like there's a specific kind that fits under that umbrella, but it's so disturbing.
Yeah. To be able to do that to your child is an entire warped reality. With Munchausen, is it that they're making someone sick because they believe they're sick and they're giving them medicine? Or like,
No.
is it genuinely they are making them sick on purpose and they know that?
I think it exists on a spectrum, but it's that they know that they're making them sick to get a certain response. But then once they start, I don't know the full scope of it, but I think there are cases where after they start making them sick, then they like think they're helping.
That's the part, because I've seen so many cases like that, and I'm just like, so that is a whole other realm that I'm just like, how does that even happen in a human brain?
But I
And
think
that's
for the most
terrifying.
part, it applies to people that are purposely doing it. They need the attention and they're prioritizing that over actually caring for their child.
Absolutely insane. But I guess somewhat of a happy ending. Not a happy ending that, those babies ever had her as a mom to begin with, but the fact that they are alive and can continue their life and get a second shot without her, I think is beneficial, and I hope she gets locked away forever. Come
Another
through,
person
Australia.
that should have had TikTok banned for them a long time ago.
Oh my God, seriously. Okay, well, speaking of TikTok ban, let's do potentially what is my last We Love the Internet from TikTok.
Oh my God, I'll see if I can pick one.
I'm gonna have to move to
TikTok this
Instagram
time.
Reels.
There's plenty there if you want dog video.
Oh my God. Oh, now I feel pressure. It's got to be a good one. So it shouldn't be a farting one, right? Or no?
If that's what you want.
I just want to, it's not a real fart. It just sounds like a fart. Okay, here we go. One last for the road. It's some guy putting gas for people who are just listening. And boy, is he ever putting gas. You know what I mean? Okay, anyway.
I genuinely don't know the fuck to do. What the fuck?
You look too embarrassed. He's leaving.
Oh my God, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Him just saying, I don't know what the fuck to do, and just leaving. And then I think the top comment is not the lightning McQueef. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I'd just drive away. I'd just take it to Nassim and I'd be like, deal with our car's
I've never
farting.
heard anything like that. That's funny.
Bro, Noah is such a fucking menace with his tablet. Amazon.com purchase attempt. Amazon.com purchase
Shut
attempt.
up.
Amazon. Oh my God, I can't.
Why is it
Amazon
logged in?
order of 200 gems. $349. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
I tried to turn it off. I don't know how he fucking turned it back on.
Oh my God. This one I wanted to play a while ago and I didn't because you picked a different dog option. But noodles or bacon?
Noodles.
This is the first one I saw. And it's so good. Like whoever is this dog's owner it's a gift.
Oh my God, stop.
It looks so real.
Oh
How
my
good is
gosh.
that? Like it's so realistic.
Oh my gosh. Are they
I
gonna
just
let him
love
eat
how
that entire
frantic-
bowl of noodles? Holy shit.
The dog's eyes are like, oh my God.
God. Whoa, little lady. You could really put it back. Okay, that dog's gonna have diarrhea for 3 to 5 business days, actually.
Oh my God, I think it's so funny.
Oh my gosh. Well, he's having a good time. That is so funny. Yeah, that dog must have a strong stomach. All right.
Anyway.
Well, guys, next episode, we will know what happened to TikTok and we'll talk about it then. But until then, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. If you made it to the end, we appreciate you. And as always, we will see you on Friday. Bye.
Cheers.